What's up, HummusThunder family? It's your main man here, HummusThunder, bringing you a brand new video. We got some crazy news for you today. So Kotaku actually dropped a bombshell article with lots of leaks today. So this video is going to be about that. I know a lot of you have heard about Black Ops 5, Call of Duty 2020. So we're going to jam-pack all that information into a short video so you don't feel left out. You're going to have all the information that's out there. So let's get right into this video. So Kotaku is a very reliable source. I'm going to link the article in the description down below if you want to take a look at it for yourself. So they dropped the article that was talking a bit about the new Call of Duty 2020. Not even the one that's coming up next, but the one after. So here's what was in the article. Apparently, Call of Duty 2020 is going to be Cold War based. It's going to be a Call of Duty in the Cold War era. That's something that reminds me of Black Ops 1. So it looks like we're going to be going back into the past. Now, usually it goes Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer. This time it's going Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Treyarch again. Now, let me tell you why that's happening. This is what you want to hear. Apparently, Michael Condrey, who you guys know as the co-founder and former studio head of Sledgehammer Games, actually broke off and opened up his own development studio and took some Sledgehammer developers with him. Because of this, Raven had to take up a leadership role alongside them, but there was a lot of bickering because of their different design decisions. Now, I know you've played past Call of Duties. If you have World War II and Black Ops 4, let's take those two as an example. You can see that the design of the game is very different, and that's what happens when you have two different studios with two different takes on design trying to work together, and that's why there was a lot of bickering. There was just a lot of confusion going around, and because of this, Call of Duty 2020 was in a really bad state. So Activision basically said, fuck it, here's what we're gonna do. Both Sledgehammer Games and Raven are now support studios. You're both gonna become support studios, which Raven basically was from the beginning, and they're both going to work on Black Ops 5. So now here we have Treyarch as the big dog, who is going to be the main studio for Black Ops 5, but now instead of Raven being the support studio only, we now have Sledgehammer Games and Raven Studios going ahead and supporting the new Call of Duty, which we'll come to know as Black Ops 5. I don't know if this is going to be like a regular thing or if it's just for this game because of the state of the game prior to them doing this, but this could become a regular thing, and it would actually start having all the Call of Duties developed by one head studio. And now we're gonna have a game that, in my opinion, could work out really well in the end. I think this method will really help Call of Duty become a better franchise. It takes it to that next level where the games don't really feel different, which is kind of weird because Call of Duty is that game that's kind of the same thing every year, but at least now we're gonna be throwing in some consistency. Now, Sledgehammer and Raven, I personally like Raven Studios. Most of the games that I play with them I enjoy, so I really do hope that two of them working together with Treyarch will actually release a video game that is going to be something that we've all been waiting for. Hopefully, especially in the Cold War era. Everyone knows that Black Ops 1 was in the Cold War era and it was a ton of fun, so really hoping we see something like it, and you might actually see a Black Ops 1 remaster with Black Ops 5. Now that I'm thinking about it, why not release the old Cold War game with the new one? And we might see that. Kotaku did try to reach out to Activision to get a comment from them, but they had actually declined to comment. So moving on to Modern Warfare 4, I'm going to switch gears for just a little bit because I found out some news that will most likely surprise a lot of you. Now, Activision, yes, the Activision we all love to hate, is reportedly exploring a free-to-play option for Modern Warfare 4, likely meaning that they'll portion off some part of the game for free while the rest being behind a paywall. Now, what does this mean, you're asking? Okay, so you guys have possibly heard of Blackout being free from time to time for people for like a month, right? Well, that's basically what that means, is they might make multiplayer free, but campaign and any other mode that comes with it will be behind a paywall, and we'll still see microtransactions in multiplayer to make back some of that money, I'm guessing. But what this basically means is that multiplayer will be free to play. You can access that for free, kind of like Fortnite's Battle Royale versus Save the World, but they'll make everything else locked behind a paywall, like campaign and stuff. So if you want to play campaign, you're going to have to go ahead and pay what the game is worth to unlock campaign. Now, this to me is very surprising that a company like Activision, who is like alongside EA in terms of greediness, will do something like this. Now, this is by no means confirmed, but this is what we've been hearing, so take this with a grain of salt. But if this is something that they're doing, I think that is really good on them for doing something like that. It's really going to enforce a lot of positive critics and attitude towards the company doing something like this. It really goes to show that they might be listening to us complaining about the game and where it's heading right now in terms of what it's costing us, the microtransactions and things of that nature. At least the game will be free. Now, if you're going to charge us exorbitant rates and crazy amounts of money for things that we don't really care about, well, most people don't care about, like in-game purchases, then at least make the multiplayer free. If you do that and you charge us microtransactions, you charge us a $10-15 skin, okay, I can get by saying that's okay, because you've initially gave us this multiplayer experience for free, and we all know that multiplayer is the most popular game mode in all of Call of Duty. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people who love campaign and zombies and they don't buy Call of Duty strictly for those. Now, there are people who love it way more than multiplayer, and honestly, I love it just as much. But multiplayer, we cannot deny it being the most popular mode that Call of Duty has. That's the reason why a majority of people buy it every year. Some buy it for all, some buy it for other ones, but that is their most important one, and we can't deny that. Now, that's just not confirmed, but I didn't want to just go ahead and get that out there. My jaw damn near broke when I hit the floorboard after reading this. So let's just hope that's something that they'll do. In other news, Kotaku basically confirmed without a doubt that the next Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 4, but we already knew that. That's all I had for the video today. If you guys did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and please turn on that notification bell, because it will update you every time that I post a video, and I would hate for you to miss out. And until next time, I'll see you all on the next HummusThunder video. Peace.